Welcome back. Western Conference semifinals on ESPN, presented by Chipotle. Donovan Mitchell, 22 points in the first half here in Game 6. And his backcourt teammate off the bench, all 21 of Jordan Clarkson's points coming in the second quarter. And it's a 72-50 lead for the Utah Jazz as they try and force a Game 7. First half stats brought to you by Progressive. Once again, the three-pointer, such a story, including these two. 5 of 7 for Mitchell, 2 of 3 from Clarkson as a team, 12 of 19. Just fantastic shooting for the Utah Jazz. Hi again, everyone, with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand. We'll check in with Rachel in just a moment. All right, Mark, obviously 72 points. They did a lot of things well. What stood out to you?
Well, offensively playing with a lot of confidence. Then defensively, they were disciplined and dictated how the Clippers were going to hurt them.
Jeff?
I think obviously Utah played a great second quarter, key by Clarkson, but I think for the Clippers, Paul George has got to be dominant, like we've seen before. If he can, they can work their way back into the game.
Well, there's been a lot of big comebacks, especially in the last week of the playoffs. Mitchell, long distance three. It's good! Donovan Mitchell, a rainbow! And it's 75-50.
Oh, Steph Curry range.
We're going to have to start calling it Donovan Mitchell range. He's hit a lot of long ones. Bad pass and stolen by Gobert, who turns it right back over. And Paul George, an easy bucket.
And what you don't want to do if you're the Jazz is get careless and allow the Clippers to get easy baskets.
Well, we saw the Atlanta Hawks down by 26 come back and beat the 76ers in Philadelphia. Finally a three-pointer. That one in and out. Rebound fought for. And taken by Paul George. George pass. Another turnover by the Clippers, and Morris stops Mitchell from the fast break.
This is flat-out range. Recognizing the clock dwindling down, doesn't matter. A little step back, this shot. Unbelievable enough, these guys work on these shots. It is unbelievable the shooting in this league today.
Off the dribble, that's what, 30-some feet?
25 points in just 20 minutes for Mitchell. Bogdanovich trying to draw a foul. Does not. Falls down. Quinn Snyder is hot. He thought there was contact. And then Conley fouling down the other end. Snyder coming out by half court to argue that as we go to Rachel.
Well, Mike, I spoke to Ty Lue coming back onto the court here. He said the locker room was calm at halftime, but make no mistake, just because he's not a yeller, he had plenty of strong words, especially about the Clippers' play offensively. He showed players how they had some paths through the paint, and instead were just passing out to the perimeter. And he said that just cannot keep happening. He also told me they went over some new defensive wrinkles for when Clarkson and Donovan are on the floor together. That combo, of course, hurt them so much in the first half, Mike.
Well, Rachel, it was only a 2-point game, and Batum with another block shot. Here comes Terrence Mann, fouled by Bogdanovich, and that's how the Clippers will get back into it with that defense.
I know you guys get tired of my new
Here
rules.
we go, let me put my seatbelt on.
Okay, to stop all this unnecessary fouling in transition. If you get fouled, you get 4 fouls in the game above 20 seconds until it's 2 shots by anybody, and then you play on.
That's too much math.
No, it's not. It's really actually very easy. Look at the shot clock, and you see it's the foul occurred at 20 as Reggie Jackson with a beautiful scoop. What's wrong? You were like magna cum laude at St. John's. You can't figure that out?
By the way, you're wrong. I never get tired of your new rules.
No, but I'm tired of all this fouling in transition.
I don't need the body language as somebody committing a foul by you. Leaning back in your chair, frowning.
Another steal, meanwhile, by the Clippers. Man drives at O'Neal, spins into a double team, trying to get out of trouble, and banks it home. Terrence Mann with 19. And a timeout has to be called by Utah. 9 straight points by the Clippers.
Nice finish by Mann. Knocks a 3 down on the couple previous possessions. This time patient, doesn't get rattled, gets to his spot, elevates. Good life in this building.